Stay sharp, keep cool. A maze of tracks await. And oh, how things can change in a flash. David Ziller was thriving in third place until kilometre 182, when he came through in 48th place after a mechanical failure, some 2 hours down on Guerrero. Ziller wasn't the only one. Yasin Seiden had a power steering failure at the beginning of the special and failed to finish, despite help from rival Joan Font. After winning the prologue yesterday, the young rookie Corbin Leverton found himself in difficulty with a boulder, but fortunately managed to come unstuck. Seiden's quest to become the first Saudi to win the Dakar might be over, at least for this year. But Salah Al Saif is ready to take that crown, the two-time stage winner improving from 15th to 4th on the stage. Whilst the youngest star of the Al Kouari family, Abdulaziz, impressed on Dakar debut in the colours of Nasser Racing. Despite losing time at kilometre 122, the Qatari finished on the podium in third. The Portuguese wonder kid Gonçalo Guerrero took the lead at kilometre 92 and never looked back, despite being locked in a tight battle with Caviglia.
It was tricky, the navigation, but Cadu did a very good job. No problems, no big mistakes, no punctures, so I think it's positive, you know. I don't know if I won, we have to see. I'm the first one arriving at the bivouac, so I don't know who won it.
There was one man on a mission. Nicolas Cavigliasso showed his experience by not pushing his Taurus T3 Max too hard too soon. Despite trailing in second place from kilometre 92, you can never underestimate the Argentinian's capabilities.
Good job.
Thank you.
First stage, and we made a good rhythm in the part where there were lots of stones, which hindered us and the car a little. But anyway, here we are. We ended up winning. We're happy to have started the Dakar on the right foot, so we're very happy for that. And now we're thinking about all the stages that are coming.
Cavigliasso was hot on the heels of Guerrero all day in second place, but it's the finish line that matters, taking the stage win by 4 seconds ahead of Guerrero, whilst Al Kouari rounded out the podium. And Cavigliasso leads the overall standings. The first challenge inside the car for the Saudi Next Gen talents was fast approaching.
I'm very excited. I'm honored to be here among all these legends. We're the first gen Saudi team. This is only the beginning.
The champions of Saudi Arabia's next generation take their first step in the most prestigious rally, facing Dakar's rugged terrains and treacherous tracks. And they declare that the new generation has begun its journey towards glory with a spirit that knows no limits.
Such a nice feeling to open the Dakar rally. It was such a nice stage, very technical, some rocky parts.
Was a little bit difficult. It was a lot of rocks.
My first day in Dakar, we started the prologue. We started first and we finished first, alhamdulillah.
If stage one was supposed to be a walk in the park, it was more like a battle in a sandpit.
On va toucher, c'est sûr.
Dust dominated, and ambitions rocked.
We're going to be going left up here, 200 meters, left and 200 meters. We're going to be going in between mountains,
Rookie Hunter Miller still in the rally, but damage to his Can-Am means the American is far from where he wants to be. João Dias was a mechanic in 2023. 2 years later, and the Portuguese is in the box seat for real. Just 2 minutes from the title last campaign, it's been a steady start for the Swiss Jérôme de Sadler. This year, the goal with co-driver Diego Arteaga Gil is to podium overall again with at least one stage win. Unlucky 13th today. Sebastian Guayasamín became a Dakar legend last year. The Ecuadorian celebrated with his best ever finish of 6th overall. For now, he sat at the base of the top 10. Second place 24 hours ago, Jeremias González Ferrioli, showing the type of consistency that took him to 4th overall in 2023. And that was the position on this rocking day out, just missing out on a top 3 finish. Hidden from sight before bursting into life past the final checkpoint. Chaleco Lopez showing why he's one of the big favourites for the T4 title. The 3-time champion snatching second. That meant the expected Seb Loeb Racing 1-2 didn't materialise as a bumpy end to the special, so Brock Hedger slipped to 3rd. Yet it was another strong showing for the Polaris PZR Pro R Sport. The American rookie with successive stage podiums. While teammate Xavier de Sutre getting his first win of this edition on day 2. Well, the Frenchman joked at the finish that the special was sold as easier by David Castera, but it was anything but. Well, we had to be smart. There were a lot of traps. It was like a shakedown with tracks everywhere. We went off course a few times, but overall, our navigation was good. We got through it and now we're ready for the 48 hours. A reverse of positions, but not of Seb Loeb Racing fortunes. De Sutre's first win of 2025, with Chaleco Lopez splitting the two Polarises. An early bet for the leading men for Polaris Can-Am battle. Jeddah's Red Sea coastline is a kite surfer's paradise. That's why, since its introduction to the kingdom in 2008, it's a sport only growing in popularity.
My name is Mohammed Al-Kahtani. I'm from Mecca. Today we are here in Shuaiba. It's a lagoon that comes from the sea. The deepest is 2 meters, which is perfect for kite surf. For me, it's new. I learned 2 years ago, and I see a good number of kiters. I mean, most of them are Saudis, and also we do have a lot of foreigners. I mean, they do have more knowledge about kite, and they have transferred this knowledge to the local people. So we use a kite where we use the power of the wind, and we slide with the piece of wood, which is called board, on the surface of the water. It would take a person about a month to learn how to start on the board, go and back, but it takes a lot of time to fly, which is the beauty about it. Oh. You are going really fast on a board, and you hear the splash of the water, and then out of a sudden you fly. Everything comes quiet. I love being between the sea and the sky. That moment is breathtaking. It's amazing. It's marvelous. You feel like you're dancing with the nature, and the nature takes you up and down and moves you around, and you just go with it.
Well, if you thought it was hard for the bikes and cars to snake their way through today's dusty, vegetation-heavy stage, imagine what it was like in a 10-ton truck. Some obviously fared better than others. Aleš Lowprice was only 1 minute and 40 seconds off the pace in his Iveco Powerstar. The Czech driver has linked up with the De Roy team this year for the second time after 2016 as he targets that elusive victory. Martin Schultes is back at the Dakar this year. He missed the 2024 edition due to a skiing injury. The Czech is spearheading the Tatra Bagheera ZM racing team, and he guided his improved Tatra Evo 3 to 4th place today. Well, like a lot of drivers, he suffered damage in the narrow trials-like sections, but he was impressed with the power of the gearbox when he was able to speed up. Just look at the beating the truck suspension takes on a Dakar stage. Well, the whole of Vaidotas Zala's truck took a beating today. They overcharged the radiator, lost power, overheated the engine and smashed the windscreen. So it was a tricky afternoon for the navigator Paolo Fusa, but it's all part of the learning curve.
One of those days where everything goes wrong. But yeah, we're here, so that's important. It's a long race.
Martin Macic said it was a nice stage, but a very tough one to start the Dakar, bumpy and technical. The defending champions were happy enough with their showing as they finished 2.5 minutes down. The truck got scratched up good and proper, and they lost a few minutes making errors like this one, but overall, not a bad stage. For the second day running, though, the honours went to Mitchell van den Brink. The young Dutchman said it wasn't easy to guide his MM Technology Evo 4 through all the trees, but he managed it better than most, leaving a fair few cars and buggies in his dust. A perfect start for Van den Brink Jr., our first overall leader.
Yeah, it was a real first stage, a tough one, a long one as well, with a lot of trees and forest. And we needed to go through it with a truck, and we made it. We avoided all the trees, and we finished, so we're happy.
2 minutes 29 separate Van den Brink, Lowprice and Macic, with Schultes at 8.18. Despite all his woes today, Zala is the best of the rest in 5th.
It's a different adventure than what we are used to, but yeah, I'm looking forward.
A new adventure for Eric van Loon, who returns to the Dakar in a vintage Audi, but in a classic mode. Beautiful cars and competitive crews for this 5th edition of this regularity rally. And a quest for a second consecutive success for Carlos Santaolalla, who had to settle for 2nd spots on the opening day behind the Porsche of Juan Morera. In his Mitsubishi Pajero, Marcos Cleva is enjoying his 3rd Dakar Classic and doing so with his wife, Alexia. But this first day on the Dakar was all but an easy drive in the desert, especially for the old Peugeot 205 diesel of French crew Denis Fercoq and Jean-Marc Lochnau.
We came in just too slowly, but calmly we got stuck.
We've been told that it would be difficult, but this is hard. Hey, go and answer.
Yes?
Why are you stopped?
Because we're stuck in the sand. We're okay.
Are you going to continue?
Yeah, in 10 minutes we're off again. We're being watched, very well taken care of.
(1979), Africa, a real revelation. For this first stage on African soil, we started on a tarmac road, so it was pretty fast. And then suddenly we turned left and it was pure desert. Nothing but desert. The desert, the desert, the desert, and the sand. And all of a sudden, I felt incredibly good. I felt like I was at home. I thought, it's amazing, marvelous, magnificent, sublime. I kept going and my racing instincts from enduro soon kicked in. It was extraordinary. I got to the end of the stage and I couldn't believe it. I'm okay. The bike's working very well for the time being. I'm looking after it. I've been given detailed instructions on how to take care of the engine and the bike, and I hope to go all the way. Every day there were refueling trucks posted along the stage. 1, 2 or 3 stops, depending on how long it was. So you definitely didn't want to miss the truck. It happened to me once, so I had to go begging for fuel. I did it several times in order to finish the stage. And I was so good at begging that I finished the stage with practically a full tank of petrol, because everyone kept giving me fuel. We had 2 rest days in Gao, so we were able to make some repairs, and I made the most of it to do some laundry in the river Niger.
Laundry on the rest day, Martine?
A domestic goddess never loses her touch. I've got no choice. This is the only way to wash our clothes, and we haven't got enough for 3 weeks. We're all in this battle together, so everyone to the river. For the bikers, it was a nightmare. I was part of Team Honda and we had a DC3. When the plane was there, it was great. We were lucky. But when it wasn't, it was a different story. Provisions hadn't been planned for us, so at times there were no food. We had nothing to eat. We had a can of water, but a lot of us put fuel in it instead, because it was more important to have fuel than water. I remember one stage starting Gao, and we had around 900 kilometers to cover. And the 3 of us riding for Honda set off with a pack of biscuits and a tin of sardines each. The conditions were really, very, very hard.
So it's my first time come to Dakar, and it's my first day. So I'm going to try everything: GPS, bike, and track. For me, everything is new and everything is good.
Formula One and MotoGP, they've developed a lot of systems to normal road cars and normal road bikes, and now in off-road we do the same. So we hope to have a good feelings.
The feeling to return here at the Dakar is fantastic, and we come back with big ambitions.
Well, let's hope it goes well, that we don't have any problems, that we're able to improve our pace and work smartly, both physically and psychologically.
Old projects are evolving, new projects are arriving. Welcome to Season 2 of Dakar Future Mission 1000. And it's a first experience for the Segway team that shows up with 2 electric bikes.
I'm really happy to have started this Dakar rally. A short stage, but really beautiful and fast. I had no issues, no problems with the bike, thankfully, so I'm happy with this stage.
While Benjamin Pascual is the youngest of all the Dakar competitors, the crew members of the KH7 hydrogen truck are far more experienced, having already won the challenge last year. Segway line up an Argentinian and a Chinese rider enjoying the sound of silence in the Saudi desert. Present last year, Heis have come with a new hydrogen-powered X2 and a brand new crew with Dakar veteran Paulo Marquez as the navigator and Yoshio Ikemashi behind the steering wheel.
Yeah, so I'm very surprised because before I'm so doubt hydrogen power, but I drove so nice power, so not big difference for the petrol engine. It's a very good power anyway. Yeah.
Tomorrow, another loop from base camp in Bisha. But this is not a normal stage. This is the intimidating, imposing 48-hour chrono. At 5 p.m. tomorrow night, the crews will stop wherever they are in the desert, set up camp, eat some rations, and get some rest. No mechanics to help them, no motorhomes to sleep in.
No, never afraid. We came to Dakar for this, the adventure, and we know we're going to suffer, so yeah, I'm ready to do it.
Down in this region, it's very demanding terrain and yeah, very difficult. So I think this chrono stage is going to be exceptionally hard.
I think tomorrow we're just going to take it easy and just try to get to the end and pass the dunes with decent pace.
Tomorrow and the day after, it's the second stage of the 2025 Dakar Rally.